Caribbean. No, this is part of my in-season series where I'm using local ingredients, in this case cucumbers, straight out of my garden. And you know, it's one of the things that we don't have too much in the Caribbean, and that is we eat seasonal, and we don't sort of make pickles and all those different things. So off season we can dive into it. Bread and butter pickles, for instance, not something I even knew until I moved to Canada how many years ago. This recipe is not mine, it is Chef John. And if you know anything about Chef John has been around, as far as I can remember, he started around the same time as I did on YouTube. So Chef John, props to you for sharing this recipe so many years ago. Bread and butter pickles. I've got cucumbers from my garden that I sliced about 1/4 of an inch. Well, first of all, you gotta wash them really good because the skin is on. Trim out any sort of blemishes and stuff like that. And the principal recipe will be part of the in-season series at caribbeanpot.com. So you can head over there for the exact measurements. Cucumbers. I have some jalapeno pepper, any spicy pepper. However, you can leave that out if you don't want that little kick to it. Some thinly sliced red onion. And of course, we need salt to sort of brine this first, and that is what we're going to do for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. We're going to salt this, allow it to sit every 30 minutes, give it a toss, and then we're going to rinse it out and continue with the actual recipe. We've got that jalapeno pepper, and I want seeds and everything because I want that little kick to it. Of course, the thinly sliced onion, and I'm just using a white onion. You don't have to go overboard with the onion that you use, and that is it. The 3 ingredients in here. Of course, I'm using kosher salt, which is a very coarse salt, and the final thing to go in is all of that kosher salt in there. All we need to do now, I'm going to go in with my hands and I'm going to massage that all the way through. I'm going to put some plastic wrap on it into the fridge, and like I said, every 30 minutes or so I'm going to give it a toss 2 or 3 times. You don't need to go overboard with it. We just want to make sure, because what's going to happen, it's going to pull out a lot of moisture and the bottom is going to be more salty, so we just keep tossing it, being mindful that the jalapeno peppers, since they're sliced, and you can use any spicy pepper you want, providing you want a bit of heat to it, a Fresno, and anything along those lines. Something like a Scotch bonnet, nah, because it's going to be too spicy at that point. Be mindful, the oil, since it's cut, it may irritate your hands. So if you want to wear gloves, please go ahead. I highly recommend wearing gloves. My man is a pepperologist, so I ain't too worried about that. Anyhow, we're going in, and I'm just going to toss all of that, yeah? Just look at that. Yeah? We want to make sure that salt is evenly distributed, because sometimes you notice how they're stuck together? Boom, on stick. Kind of make sure. Oh, it's already smelling good, boy. That onion jalapeno cucumber smell, it reminds me of a quick salad mom would do for us, without the jalapeno, of course. These sort of, wow, that smells good, boy. But anyhow, you notice what we did, right? So all we're gonna do now, slap a little cling wrap on it and into the fridge. So here we are, 4 hours later, and you see all of that liquid I was talking about there. I did stir it a few times. So what we want to do now, I've got my colander in the sink here. We need to drain this in there and rinse it really well. 2-3 minutes. You want to move it around. You want to get most of that salt, or else it's going to be overly salty. You want to remove most of that salt. You know what I forgot to mention? The jalapeno pepper. My take on things, because I like it spicy. You don't have to use the jalapeno pepper if I didn't already say so. You really want to make sure you get most of that salt out of it. The salt has done its job, so it's not required anymore, yeah? Saucepan, white sugar, black peppercorns, celery seeds, a pinch of ground cloves, turmeric, mustard seeds, white vinegar, and just about a 1/4 cup of water, because what's going to happen is I want to bring this up to a boil, let it go for a couple of minutes, and I don't want to go below that 2 cups of vinegar that we added in there, so the water will compensate for that once it sort of dries down a bit or evaporates. I'll turn my stove on. medium heat, and I'm just, as it starts coming up to a boil, I'm going to stir. That sugar's going to melt, and we're going to let it go on that sort of rolling boil for about 2 minutes, as I said, and then we're going to add the washed and drained cucumbers along with the onion and everything else in here. Just going to turn my heat down just a tiny bit. It's been going for about 2 minutes, and it's now time to add the cucumbers in there. All down under that liquid, and it is important that you have enough liquid to cover everything as you're seeing here. And I'm going to give that maybe about 30 seconds. I'm going to shut off the stove, and then I'm going to allow the residual heat to continue sort of brining and flavoring everything. Once it's cooled, into your jars, into the fridge, voila, bread and butter pickles. That easy. Smells absolutely incredible in the kitchen. You can see the color it took on from being on the sort of gentle simmer there for about a minute. I'm just going to turn my stove off and allow that to cool before it goes into my glass jars. Just mason jars is fine. In the fridge. Share it with your friends. You know, listen, I still don't understand. I've been in this country 31, 32, 33, how many 30 years? Why do you all call it canning when bottles are being used? You're not really canning anything. But anyhow, you can preserve it, you can can it. So the hot water bath and all that stuff like that, you can go ahead and do that, and it will last for months. In the fridge, a couple months, you're good.